It's summer.
And if you're like us, sweating your butts off right now, don't worry.
We're gonna be so cool.
It's really hot right now because the AC that we're gonna work on is not on.
And a lot of you guys commented below in our AC video where we had to fix the baffle. You guys were like, get RV airflow, you won't be disappointed. And guess what? We're doing it!
Wow, she's ripping hard over there. Is this on low?
It's on low.
Dang, these things are ripping. Our friend over at RV Airflow, Art,
yes,
reached out and said, hey, I got a couple of those puppies for you. And I'm like, send them over because our ACs are having problems with keeping up with the heat. And I'm sure you're in the same circumstance.
But the cool part about this upgrade we're doing today, guys, is we are doing a ton of before and after measurements. We're collecting all the data, the Hanks data for you. Who gave the Hanks these tools? We're gonna compare before and after if you can only run one AC. So maybe you have two ACs, but you're only on 30 amp for a couple nights and you're wondering, can I survive? Well, with the RV Airflow, maybe you can. So let's just see.
Strap in, folks. We're gonna get those ACs kicking off real well.
So I think the important thing to do before we do any installation of this bad boy is to collect data of how our ACs are running, the airflow, the temperature.
What do you got going on right here?
I made a little diagram.
Oh, dude, show us.
We have 6 vents here in the main living room, 1 in the bathroom, and 2 in the bedroom. You know, we might have to do like multiple data collections because there's gonna be so many scenarios where you only have one AC that has to cool down your entire RV. So we're gonna see if we just run the living room AC, how it keeps the entire RV cold.
So a couple things before we get started is these doohickeys right here, an anemometer, and then I don't even know what this thing's called, but you hook this puppy into here, you put it over the vent, and then it gives you a really clear reading of how much air is being pushed out of the ACs. Our intentions are to measure each of these before we get started. We're gonna then run over some basics of how your AC works. And then finally, yes, you asked for it, the gold standard. We're gonna actually get fixed results of how well these RV airflows actually work. Just for the record, the way we're testing all of these is one AC on one setting of being low. And the reason we're doing that is because not everyone has multiple ACs. So it'll give us really good readings and data that we can like refer back to and see how well we're making progress. You know what I mean? Progress is where it's at.
Talk about being able to run one AC to save on electricity, run it on low, and not only that, these things are designed to be more quiet, which we're really excited about.
Thanks, Hanks.
Because movie nights are going to be so much more enjoyable.
Yes, they will, Nene. Actually, we'll be able to hear the TV for once instead of being like, huh? Look at this bad boy.
Give me that. I'm doing it.
Oh.
I'm doing it.
Can I do this one?
Well, that hooks to this.
You're just Miss Bossy Pants today.
Lock that puppy in place. That ain't going anywhere.
Are you in there, Nene? Whoa, look at that. So this piece right here is gonna go completely around one of those vents there. And then spinny fan doohickey thing on the back there is gonna measure how fast that air is coming out. Man, look at this bad boy. I'm like, doo, 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 doo. I feel like this is what cops use to pull over people.
We should stand outside the RV park and measure when people come in and be like, meow.
Do you have a license for that thing?
Meow. Slow it down.
Sir, speed limit is 5 3/4 miles an hour, 5 3/4 miles an hour. So we're gonna have to gladly and kindly ask you to leave the park.
Okay, according to this doohickey and according to the book, we're gonna be measuring feet per minute. We're also gonna be measuring cubic feet per minute and temperature in Fahrenheit.
That is so exciting.
Here is the issue. We are not gonna be able to fit this over that one. I tried, it doesn't fit.
Oh, the stinking...
We're basically gonna do the best we can with that one, and we're gonna alter it the Hanks way.
That's right.
Where's my pen? So this one isn't even running. This one will be running. Do I make myself clear? I said it again. So what do you say we start getting some measurements? This is so much fun. Let's go for it. Let her rip.
You let her rip. Get up there and make some measurements. I'll be your data person. I'll write it down. We'll write it down. You guys are with me, right? You're not with Nene. You don't want to go up there. It's dangerous. You're going to be standing on unsafe conditions, but that's okay. We're nurses. We're ER nurses. So if you break your neck or break your leg, I'll fix you right up.
Put a Band-Aid on it?
Yeah, call it good. Let me help you out here. Let's get you all set up there.
Okay. So what we're doing is not taking this off. As long as we keep them all on, I think the data should be like comparable.
Dude,
If
you
I
sound
say
like...
data one more time.
Yeah, you sound like such a nerd. Just get to it. You know what you're doing. You've done this before, haven't you?
Okay.
Let me get a bird's eye view here of what we got going on.
So I'm gonna need you to write this down for me.
Give me a second. Let me get everyone on board here. We're ready for you.
It's like so all over the place.
Ready.
Hold on. Okay, this one went all the way up to 407.
Feet per minute, 407.
Oh, it's hanging around. Oof. New plan. We are gonna take the vent covers off because what I'm learning is that the air is like bouncing all over this thing and the readings are all over the place.
Okay, let her rip. Oh, wow. That's working good. Let me get everyone over here. We're gonna write down the numbers. You throw out the numbers, but don't be too aggressive, okay? We got feelings here and we just wanna write them down normally.
This thing's kind of difficult, especially when you're not,
savvy with tools like we are?
So we found a way that this thing will do like a timed average for CPM or CMP or TNT. I'm dynamite, TNT.
That's a lot to process. Oh, we're almost at 20. Oh, we're there. What do you got?
Wow, 970.
970? Man, that thing is big. All right, 970.
It's like really coming out here versus that side. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like kind of uneven, huh? It's
is.
not equally dispersed. Oh, I screwed it up. This one's supposed to go over here. 970. I'll put 970 here. 56, 54.6. And then we'll just pretend this never happened over here. I'll remember. Trust me, I know what I'm doing here, all right? I got this. Have faith in Carl. All right, to run over some of the basics real fast of how the AC works. As stated before in our other videos, it's like the human body with breathing. You breathe in oxygen and you take out CO2, and the AC does the exact same thing. It pushes cold air in and sucks hot air back out, and that's exactly how it works. So lots of good ventilation is key, and that's what we're gonna hopefully kind of nip in the bud today, because there's a lot of dead space up here. And what do I mean by dead space? Well, if you were to take a big breath in and breathe all the way out, there's still some air left in your trachea. No matter how hard you breathe, it just sits in there, you can't get rid of it, and that's dead space. And that's exactly all the air that sits up in here in this cavity. It just sits there and it's not getting pushed beyond the ducting. So when we put this RV airflow in, hopefully it's gonna get rid of that dead space and make that air move a little bit more adequately. These are the vent covers. If you do not partake in anything related to this video, stay on top of cleaning these, because if these get all junked up, it's gonna prevent that airflow. When it's trying to suck that hot air out, it's gonna be unable to do so. It will lead to things called short cycling, where basically the motor freezes up. You don't wanna go down that avenue. Just keep it clean. And to further continue our surgical procedure here, doctor, I'm gonna remove 4 Phillips screws around the area here. You really don't need much surgical tools. It just all comes so naturally. Boom. Look at that. We're almost done. No, we're not. We're not almost done. Wah. Come on. Done. So.
Wow, look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that. It's a hole.
It's a hole.
Wow, what a hole.
Wow, what a hole. So basically, this up here is the part that pushes that cold air down, and you can see these vents right here. That's where it gets distributed throughout the RV. And then this side here sucks all the hot air back out, so that it's like continuously doing a cold push, hot blow, whatever you want to call it. And then this bad boy here in the middle, that's your baffle. And that keeps the two areas divided. You want that. You don't want it mixing together, because you just don't. And speaking directly to that baffle that I mentioned, we're gonna have to take that puppy out, because this RV airflow is gonna do everything we need it to. Who needs this anyways? Nobody needs your negative attitude. Let's get all this junk out of our way here. This is so satisfying. Let me get one for you guys here. You like that? Instruction sheet.
Oh, it comes with instructions.
Wow, this is great. Remove ceiling assembly. I did that already, so we're on the right step. Did not fit. Let's hope we're not going down this avenue.
Yeah.
And then the actual doohickey here. Oh, this is so
Wow.
cool. Wow, look. Oh, and they provide foil tape.
Oh, that's a nice touch.
Yeah, so you don't have to go buy this at the hardware store. I was gonna say you need this, but not anymore. Let it rip. Okay, well, this is that piece I was talking about. This is the RV airflow here. So this is gonna take up that little blowy part up there, that hole. It's gonna sit right up against it, and then it's gonna distribute it through these ports here, how it's divided. Boom, and it's gonna push it throughout the ducting. Look at it, and it all connects. You see?
Wow. What about this? What does this do?
That is for the actual vents up there, but it looks like we already have ones in place already.
Okay.
So once you get the shower plate removed, you're gonna have access to this whole area where all that dead space is taking place. This is called the plenum. So now we're gonna take off this mounting plate, which is this thin metal piece that goes around the whole area here. You'll notice 4 lag bolts here, and we're gonna take them off with a 5/16 inch drive. So we're gonna get those loosened up here and all the way out. This is what holds your AC in. Don't use these bad boys by hand because you're gonna be twisting and turning a lot. Look how long these puppies are. Look at it. This is ridiculous. Boom. I'm going in. Everyone look out.
When these screws come out, what's gonna fall on us?
Nothing.
Are you sure?
No. Yeah, I think the better question to be asking is what's gonna fall on Carl?
Yeah, I'm over here. I'm just gonna step
I'll let you know in
over
just
here.
a second.
Oh, wow.
Whoa, coming off.
Dad's getting all crazy over here, okay? Yeah, you stay protected.
Mounting plate. So when we actually put the RV airflow back in, this will cover it, and then we're gonna drive those lag bolt screws, whatever you wanna call them, back through this and the RV airflow to hold it all in place. Can I get a whoop whoop?
Whoop, whoop.
Okay, we're gonna work on the excitement. We're gonna get it all cleaned up in here. Any loose wiring, we want it out of the way because we don't want to be cramming junk in there and just be like, you know what I'm saying? So as you can see, I had to clean it up in here really nice and good. I have removed all the excess foil tape. I removed the stock duct inserts that fit in here, pulled them out there. And then I just took some of the wire and covered it with foil taping so that it's out of the way and all bunched up together. That way I'm not having to fight it when I'm putting the actual airflow in.
So it wants us to make sure when you put this in that those bolts go through these holes.
Yes.
And if not, then we have to shift the entire AC unit around.
Right. Yeah, so those bolts that we just took out are gonna go through these pre-drilled areas already.
I'll switch you, give me them, and you take this.
Okay. Ready?
Okay, come on.
Wow.
Is it toasty?
It's toasty.
We're gonna really
Toast
like it.
my loast here.
Putting the headlamp on, it's getting serious. Not threading? You need safety goggles.
Yeah?
Yeah, you got all the, wow, where's your hard hat?
All right, now that we're good here, you know, this AC, for whatever reason, it lines up perfectly here. Get a good thread on
Can
it.
I try?
If you want. You want the thinking cap?
Yeah.
Okay, so I went ahead and moved that AC over just so slightly. Honestly, so far, this is the hardest part, is just when you take those lag bolts out, just getting it all lined up. Once they're out, you can move that AC however you want it. So just small increments.
Yeah.
And then put the RV airflow in place, hand screw it in place, and make sure it all lines up perfectly. Make adjustments accordingly. That's the pain in the butt. But once that's done, looking good.
I can't believe that you can just like move that AC.
Isn't that amazing?
But that's what those bolts do. So the bolts
Yes.
secure the AC to like the actual RV.
Yes,
The ceiling.
absolutely. You got that right. And it's hard to take you seriously with those lights and those glasses on.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be easy to. Don't I look smart?
You do look so smart.
Thanks. I want to see, because these ducks are weird.
Your ducks are weird,
My
lady.
ducks are in a row. You're gonna be tempted to skip this part, but because I was thinking about skipping it, but I have instructions for a reason. So I'm gonna stick this onto this part.
Whoa. You've done this before. Look at you go. Love it. Yep, that fits like a glove. I love it. Okay, man, that was actually really easy. So this just kind of holds a little barrier in between the actual air vent itself and this plenum piece here.
Okay.
There's that little foam barrier, and it helps not allow air to escape around it. You know what I'm saying?
So that's gonna flow the air.
That's gonna flow the air right into these bad boys out here. I have a feeling this is gonna work out really good. I can't wait to see what the numbers say. And look at that.
Wow.
Hot air is still able to escape through this side, and then the cold air is gonna be blocked and shoved out these vents really, really well.
Can't wait.
It is so stinking hot in here.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's over 80 degrees in here, so if this cools it down, it's gonna be the ultimate test and the hottest time of day.
Just make sure if you do plan on tackling this project, just in case you run into a little bit of a snag or anything, make sure you're not gonna have any rain outside, because if you're releasing some of this pressure on the AC, it might allow seepage or rain to come in. So once those bolts are out, nothing's holding that AC down. So just make sure it's on a clear day.
Finally ready to go. Hopefully nothing explodes when we turn it on.
That would be a plus.
Ugh. So these are no longer a thing, these dump valves.
Yeah.
Because that RV airflow prevents.
They're
you can't
blocked.
dump.
Yeah, they're dumped. Let's give this a trial run. Let's make it happen, Captain. It's 81 degrees in here.
Here, I'll turn it on and you listen over here. You stand over here.
Oh, okay. I guess let's go over here. Let's get up to close to the action. Just coming up here, you can feel it cranking out really well. It's like super nice. This is awesome.
The one to your right, it cranks out the most.
Why did we wait so long to do this? This is so silly. It's the Hanks way. We're hard-headed, so we just like wait till the very last minute, but especially with these increased temperatures lately in the summer, you know how hot it is. It's hot everywhere. This is the way to go.
Okay, I'm ready to read numbers.
I'm not. Hold on. Okay, let's go. What we got?
Back left.
387, okay.
Temperature 79.
79.
27.2 cubic feet per minute.
Copy that. We went up from 322 to 387, and then the cubic feet per minute was 22.7 originally. Now we're at 27.2, but this next vent is really gonna rip, I bet. I'm ready, because originally we were at 1,023 for feet per minute on this. What are we at?
1432.
1432, so we gained over 400 feet per minute. Wow, that's quite a bit. Okay, CFM, 71.8 originally.
100.6.
Whoa, okay, so
Wow.
it went from 71.8 to 100.6. Actually, it is already cooling down like crazy in here.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got? Are you done calculating, crunching numbers?
Yes, and I'm really excited because these numbers are great.
Really?
So the total increase in like the airflow in feet per minute,
Yeah.
it went from 3,079 to 4,902, which is a 59% increase in
Are
airflow.
you serious? 59% is cranking out more.
Yeah, so we just like tallied the total of all the vents and did like a total airflow.
You guys went in on these cool vibes because it's hot across the board. Make sure you use our discount code. It's THANKSHANKS, and it will land you 15% off. Please do not pay full price for these products. You don't need to be doing that. Save yourself some money. RV life is expensive enough as it is. Keep the cool vibes coming. We love you guys, and we'll see you next week. Peace.
Wait, before we do this, I want to measure the average speed at which I yell at Carl.
Look at this bad boy. It's called an animator.
Dexter, come help us.
Strap in, folks. We're gonna get those ACs kicking off real well.
Let's go.
Pretend that's my face you're just
Okay.
yelling into. Right here. This is my face. Animator. What are you doing in there?
I gotta go this way, actually.
Nay, we're starting this already. 7 seconds. Push it.
The velocity that I yell at him is 27 feet per minute. Temperature is 81.2, and cubic feet per minute is 1.9.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how we do it in the Hanks household. Welcome.